All right, guys, we're in our new state-of-the-art studio, as you can see.
Yep.
We're moving offices, and so for the time being, we're recording in Will's living room.
This is my living room. Excited to have you guys here. This feels very bizarre.
Yeah, it feels strange. I like what you've done with the place, though.
Yeah, okay, so we had like, I don't know how much of this is in frame, but this place was like an Airbnb before we got in here, and the art very much reflects that. I mean, can you see this, Lauren? Is this in the frame? Mm-hmm. There's like, what is that? Like someone pissed on this, and like it's like running.
I think they were going hog.
I mean, they probably didn't piss on it, but
oh yeah, I see it.
It's like running. Like,
I think it was an artistic choice.
Yeah,
I think it came like that.
Something like that. And you got a nice dock right above you.
Yeah, behind Lauren it says the beach is my happy place. And under
There's like a big surfboard.
Were you doing quantum physics on the chalkboard?
No, that's the so that's a little fun tidbit. So I moved in here. We got one of those walls that's all chalkboard, and we put I verbatim copied the equation from Good Will Hunting.
I think I've already told you this, but we had a chalkboard in our basement, and my cousin has like serious undiagnosed something.
Okay.
Really good at math. He's like an engineering
kid.
And my other friend Brendan is also kind of wired that way.
Yeah.
They would get together. They would leave like whatever family barbecue or whatever we were doing upstairs, and we'd come downstairs, and they'd be doing like, what happens when ketchup leaves the bottle at the speed of light? And
that's a fucked up burger, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I can tell you that much. I've been waiting to tell you guys about this until we recorded, but I crowd surfed at a punk show.
Oh yes, yeah. How did that go?
So it was a really strange day, but basically I went to. Have you seen that woman online who's like, why do you keep like giggling when I look over at you?
No, I don't know.
A weird new spot.
That's just funny.
Have you seen that woman who it's kind of become a meme, but she's like, my father used to work at the Palm restaurant, and like my mother was teasing hair with the vodka bottle.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
You guys both know what this is?
Yeah, it's like a big thing. So I met up with her or him. He owns a clothing store. She like outfits Jason Derulo and guys like that. So just picture kind of like what they're wearing.
Oh, this is the Queen of Melrose?
The Queen of Melrose. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
And so we met up, and he got me all fitted out. I got a $1,200 leather jacket.
Okay.
Not on my dime, obviously. And when I was buying it, she goes, Jason Derulo's got the same one. And I go, okay, this is going to be a hit at this punk show. I showed up, and everyone is wearing completely normal clothes. And I'm wearing a leather jacket and giant, like, parachute pants, whatever. And I'm hanging out with the band, getting a little nervous to crowd surf, whatever. And basically, the process or the goal was there's one song, it's their new hit song, and there's a very crucial moment where it's like the perfect time to stage dive.
Yes. Wait, what is the? There's a great lyric.
If you don't like the music, go the fuck home.
And then you jump.
And then I jump.
Yeah.
Originally, it was going to be from a stage like countertop high.
Okay.
Right. So it wasn't. If you fell, it wasn't going to be that big of a deal.
Yep.
We get there, and the bar owner is like, yeah, it's probably not going to work from there. You're just going to have to get up on the bar and jump from the bar. The bar is like 4 feet in the air, and everyone's moshing, so they're not looking at you.
Yeah.
So you have to just kind of hope that right before you jump, they look over.
Yep.
And this other guy kept stage diving and falling. Like, no one was catching him. And so I'm like, this isn't going to go well. Me and the lead singer get up on the bar, and we're singing the chorus together, and then I'm supposed to jump at the end. But his microphone cord is right at like shin height. So I'm like, and I can't tell.
So you gotta like high jump over it?
I can't tell him like, hey man, I know you're rocking out, but like
you're
move
working
this cord. And a couple of the boys were like right there, ready to catch me. And I just overshot them by like 1.5 feet. Thankfully, the strangers caught me, and I was up there for like 2.5 minutes. If you've never stage dived, you have to try it. It was the greatest I've felt in my entire life. I felt like God.
That I was worried it was going to go horribly.
I was too,
because we practiced it at a local pool.
Yep.
Because this is all for a video, a How Cool video you're doing. So we were doing like a practice thing, and he kept diving in a way that like jammed like one of his either like if he went forwards, it was like his knee went in first, and if he went backwards, it was like his heel went in first. And I was so confident that like you were gonna jump out there and just absolutely nail someone in the head.
I was also wearing giant combat boots.
Yeah,
and
so
rings.
Oh.
So if I landed on,
sounds like a
you
killer
wrong.
outfit.
Wait, how is jumping or practicing in a pool? How is that an effective strategy?
so that I could see how I was gonna land on like a flat surface.
Try to land flat, which he didn't.
Oh,
do
you know what you
once.
should have done? You should have gone to a gymnasium and jumped into those foam pits.
Gymnasium was a big addition there.
I think Lauren's picturing
Gymnasium.
like a gymnastics style.
Yeah, I did gymnastics.
in
when I was
Lauren's
a kid.
in Lauren's
Okay.
head, I have access to a gymnasium.
I don't think I've ever said the nasium part of that word.
Gymnasium. Oh,
Yeah.
you guys, I was the best. It was so fun.
At you did gymnastics?
Yes, only till 4th grade, and then every time we practiced back handsprings, I would go in the bathroom and cry. I think that was the root of my anxiety. I don't know. I was just terrified of like doing them. It was scary.
That's fair.
Or we had to go on the beams, and like when we would do stuff on the beams, I was so scared.
I'm thinking of Final Destination.
What?
Have you seen that? The
No.
girl that the movie Final Destination.
No.
Oh, when they do all that crazy shit.
It's like everyone dies in crazy ways.
Yeah.
And there's like a gym routine one.
Oh, God.
It's
What
happens?
horrible. Do you want me to spoil it?
I mean, I'm not gonna watch it.
Did she land on her?
Well, there's like every scene is like there's a bunch of things that you think are gonna happen, and it's like this lady's like on the beam and like steps on a tack, and then it's like and then like hits like powder into a fan, and then it sprays the girls on the bars, and she gets like blinded,
Oh my
and
god.
she flies off of like the whatever those like uneven bars. She like flies off and lands and just crumples into a ball, like snaps her
Wait,
neck.
have
upon
you
impact.
seen the one where this guy or girl is working in what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Seems
It
like the
sounded
first
you were gonna
detail
make
you
something
would-
up
yeah.
or
Well, I
something.
might be making this up. I think they worked at like a radio station or something in music, and
Yeah.
then the volume was too high, like the dB
Okay.
level, and their ears started bleeding and like exploded. Do you remember that one?
No, I mean there's like 6 of them. I think.
Oh, why did I,
I
think
like
they were
you
like?
you haven't seen almost every movie, but you've seen all the Final
No, I've only
Destination.
seen one of them. The
Oh.
one where the gymnast gets her neck snapped.
Were you like a really strong gymnast girl at a young age, Lauren?
Like physically?
Yeah, like
I
all
was
the
like
kids
kind of
that-
ripped when I was a little kid.
There was a girl in my middle school class that did you guys do the Presidential Fitness Award or whatever? She did 56 pull-ups,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
shit.
couldn't do one.
No, it wasn't like that.
56 is crazy.
But I remember I was so proud of this. I remember in elementary school or maybe middle school, the pacer test. We did like, you know, you do it with your class.
Yeah,
I got down to like the second, like guys and girls. I was like the second one next to a guy, and I was.
there we go.
I felt
Kind
really,
of badass.
I felt really cool.
The only one I think I was in like the high percentile one was sitting reach for some reason.
What does that mean?
There's like a box that your feet go
Yeah.
on, and you like lean forward.
It-
It's like how
Okay.
far you can bend forward.
Yeah.
You're a good sitter and
I'm
reacher,
really good at sitting.
and an even better reacher.
Yep. I'm an okay
So I
stander.
could see that being in your wheelhouse.
So I just got back from Michigan, where I was filming a video where basically the premise is
Lauren, just move the camera.
some things never change wherever we are. Lauren wants to fidget.
Well,
with the
I couldn't see your
cameras
face.
Fidget.
This is better.
up.
You couldn't see my face?
Before no, like I couldn't see your
I
face.
was like, how did that not
No.
I basically the premise of the video was like I'm having trouble dating physical human women,
Mm-hmm.
so I was trying to go on a date with a ghost,
Okay. Yeah.
and so
Did you get laid?
no, no, but we went to this like abandoned insane asylum with a tour guide, and she put me in a escape room at first. It was terrible. And then we go on this like hunt to find a ghost to date, right?
Yeah.
And I started to get comfortable, and I'm like, those aren't fucking real. Like this is malarkey. And then we set up this picnic blanket for me to have a date with, and then the medium or whatever has headphones in, and she's communicating with me through a ghost woman.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the ghost, she was being like oddly honest. She was like, yeah, there's just not one here. You know what I mean? Like she wasn't faking it. And what?
The lady with headphones on talking to ghosts wasn't faking it.
No, she wasn't pretending to talk to a ghost. She kept just being like, she was like, there's no one here right now.
can't even get a supernatural girl to talk to.
And then Skylar's sitting in front of me setting something up, and he goes, ow, ow. like my back started to burn. Look at this.
This has to be a swindler's trick.
There was giant scratch marks on his back. Skylar's the biggest ghost skeptic of all time.
Yeah, so they have like a secret guy with like
I was 3 feet away from him. Nothing touched him.
I just refuse to. If ghosts are real, then I'm gonna be so fucking scared that I refuse to believe this.
It was the most. So we're like, okay, that's terrifying. But like, I was kind of on your side where I thought maybe Skylar, subconsciously scratched his back. And then I'm making fun of the ghost for not going on a date with me. And a giant table crashes in the other room where there was no one there.
Well, that they just rigged it with a bomb.
What?
Like a bomb on the table.
The old bomb on the table trick. Yeah, of course.
Of course. Have you never, dude? It's a haunt. This is an attraction. This place you're going to.
Yes, but
so obviously they have time to set up all sorts of gimmicks like this.
If you were there, you would understand. It wasn't like there was nothing set up here. It was an abandoned, like barren room. There was nothing. There were no like triggers in there to set stuff.
They want you to think.
I swear to God, the loudest crash I've ever heard, and there was no one in the other room. There was nothing that could have knocked anything over. It was nuts.
Spooky.
I don't buy it. I don't buy the look of it. I think you went to like a theme, like haunted house. I looked the place up. It's like I'm not tickets to it.
I know. I'm not explaining it well. If you were there, you would understand. There was nothing gimmicky about it.
They sell tickets to it.
They sell tours. They sell
tickets to it. There's something gimmicky about it.
You're trying to make it seem like it's like a theme park.
Yeah.
They sell tours.
You
know what else? Okay.
No, you go.
You know what else sells tours?
What?
Theme parks.
No, they don't.
I mean, tickets, I guess. Well, I mean,
it's different.
Okay, yeah.
It's different. This was real. I'm a big skeptic. I was a big skeptic.
The biggest skeptic. I'll make him a believer.
There we go. Did you guys watch that new Menendez show?
No, but Jane was talking about that last night.
It's the greatest show I've ever seen in my entire life.
Do you think they did it or not?
Well, they said they did it.
Well, no, I mean, do you think that they
it was warranted?
Yeah, do you think they were diddled or they wanted the money?
I think they were diddled for sure. I mean, I think they also wanted the money, but they they killed their parents because they were bad people, and then a perk of that is that their dad also had a ton of money.
I think that what's tough about, obviously, I can't even imagine like what they went through, but it's like it was like a very
yeah, they blew their parents' heads off.
They were shot like 10 times or something.
So they shot them, they unloaded their shotguns, realized they weren't dead, had to go back out to the car and reload.
Yeah, and I feel like part of their defense was like, we thought they were going to kill us. Yeah. But it's like after you shot them once with a shotgun.
Yeah, so their initial argument was they thought their parents were going to shoot them that night. And so they went back and killed them.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that wasn't
if
true.
what they were. If their dad really did that shit, like it's pretty hard to like.
I had never even heard of this story until yesterday.
Their dad was this guy named Jose Menendez, and he was like this giant business tycoon, and allegedly was very abusive to them, like physically, verbally, and sexually. And then they killed their parents. And then they basically like. They think they grabbed the real will because their dad had also told them they were cut out of the will like recently. And so they found this safe. They think Lyle went in and grabbed the will that said they were out so that it wasn't there. And then there was like they found the old will that like they got everything. And then they went on this giant spending spree
because they weren't even suspects initially. They had like an alibi.
Oh shit.
So for like a while they were just balling out. They bought like
they
Porsches,
balled out so much
Rolex.
that they like.
When was this?
89.
Oh.
But they were in jail for 7 years until they were convicted.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, fun fact. Eric, one of the brothers that was part of it, when he was in jail and OJ killed Nicole, OJ was in the cell next to him in the LA County jail.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that
That's crazy. Yeah.
And so he like whispered across and was like, OJ, is that you? And he was like, yeah. He's like, it's Eric Menendez. He's like, oh shit, you one of those. I mean, obviously this is a recreation of it, but like
this is paraphrasing.
Oh, in the show they had this scene.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah. And then apparently when they got OJ, the guards all loved the juice, so they went around and made all the prisoners clean their cells like spick and span because OJ was coming.
That's hysterical.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I should watch a doc. I've read a lot about the story, but there's stuff that you just said that I didn't even know, so I should watch it.
I got off of Who Wants Their Plane story.
Oh God,
Lauren does.
I was getting on classist bullshit.
No, it's not. It's not.
Someone commented, they were like, actually, I can't remember.
Cool.
That was an awesome story, Lauren. Thank you.
It was something about you and like Comfort Plus and how you would like freak out at it. I don't know.
Someone commented or DM'd me something that said they saw me boarding with Zone 5 and that I'm a fraud. But here's what happened. I was not in Zone 5. I showed up late to the gate and I got on.
I was not in Zone 5.
But I was getting
God forbid you be a regular human.
I was getting off the plane yesterday and I'm calling my Uber. I'm so excited to get home. And you know the option where it goes like, do you have bags? Like it'll be like, do you have bags when you're leaving the airport?
The Uber?
Yeah.
Sure, maybe.
Like in the Uber app?
Yeah. It'll be like, do you have bags? And you click like no or yes.
I've never seen that in my life.
I might have.
Is this an Uber Black?
It was because I was getting curbside, but that's not
Only reason you wanted to tell this.
No,
I've actually seen it, I think.
Okay. It does that in all this is crazy. It does that in all Ubers from the airport. But
Okay.
I was leaving and I clicked like no, I don't have bags because I'm walking with no bags. I'm halfway to the Uber and then I go, wait, I have a bag. Where is it? I left it on the plane.
Oh.
What?
And I sprinted back and called someone. I called Lucas, who was on the plane. I said, can you grab my suitcase? But that would have been a nightmare.
Wait, he was still on the airplane?
Yeah, he was a couple rows back.
So you were all the way you weren't outside.
I was almost outside. And I called him.
That's quite a big difference.
Yeah, quite a big gap. Yeah. Interesting. Makes you wonder where he was sitting. What's the best part about feeling comfortable? How good it makes your body feel.
Agreed.
And that is why I love me some Chubbies. Their original stretch short. I mean, it's
the real deal.
You don't need underwear.
Nope.
You don't worry about anything. And you feel like air from Dionysus himself is blessing you. I can't say enough good things about these shorts. Also, I will ride this horse till it hits the end of the earth. Their Friday shirt is so comfortable.
So fire.
It's the perfect blend of like good looking, comfy, easy to wear. I could go on, and I'll spare you the details. But I love Chubbies. And quite honestly, we're getting into fall. Summer's dead. I'll say it.
It's over.
Sorry if it sounded harsh, but it's true. All right. Fall's upon us. The weather gets chillier, crispier. Your wardrobe needs to catch up. Okay. Thankfully, the sponsor of this ad read is here to save your day. All right. Talking about Chubbies. Mr. Featherstone, what do you like about Chubbies?
I like the way they look. I like the way they make me feel. I like kind of the vibe that they give off. It's like a relaxed, I'm just here to kick it.
And would you look at that? Folks, for a limited time, our friends at Chubbies are giving our listeners 20% off with the promo code Playdate20 at checkout at chubbyshorts.com. That's 20% off your order with the promo code Playdate20. Support our show and tell them we sent you. This fall, make the most of every moment with Chubbies. Shop now and fall into comfort, one stylish piece at a time. Let's get back into the episode.
Do you ever get like too excited to eat your dinner and you like eat it too fast?
All the time.
Yeah. When I was a kid, sometimes I would just like ravage through my plate too fast and then I would have to throw it all back up.
What?
And my mom would be like furious because it would be like, now he has to eat again.
Had to make second dinner.
Wait, that's funny.
I did that. What?
I had a question.
I did that. I was just going to say I did that before a Celtics game one time. Katie and I were going and we ordered Shake Shack before we were going to go to the game. And I got too excited and I ate it in like 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
And then I didn't want to scare her and make her think that I was like bulimic. But I was like, I have to go. In my head, I'm like, I have to go throw this up. Like,
you like pulled trig?
I was like so uncomfortable with how full I was that I was like, I have to get this out or else I'm going to like I was on the verge of like throwing up. And so I went into her bathroom and I tried to run all the faucets and do it. And then I came out and she was like, did you just throw up your dinner? And I just had to tell her, yeah. But there's no like cool way to tell someone that you just threw up your dinner.
Okay, that part I can't relate to. That you ate so fast that you have to go pull. Like, I thought you were saying like it was like an involuntary thing.
No,
You're just like,
didn't
ooh,
chew
I
it.
ate that too fast. I'm going to go fucking pull trig. That's crazy.
My sister like hated salmon when we were
Okay,
kids.
same.
Still hates salmon. I don't like salmon either, but my parents like didn't believe her. They thought she was just being a picky eater, and she was like, "No, like if you make me this, like I'm gonna throw up." And my mom was like, "No, you're not." And then she took one bite and threw up all over the table.
Oh my god.
You think she did it like to prove a point?
Out of spite.
She took one bite.
It was like instantaneous. Like I don't even think she got it down.
That's funny. I was gonna ask, like, did y'all do like in my home growing up? It was like on your birthday, you got to pick the meal,
Of course.
that your mom would make.
Yep.
And like everyone had their like go-to.
Yeah, you're like, oh, Laura's gonna want baked ziti again this year.
Yeah, I don't. I would always get. My brother would always get stuffed peppers just because
so dank.
me and Laura don't like them.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was a real
Did you
fuck
like
you.
them?
Yeah, like kind of, but it
But it
definitely
was
wasn't
more
his
like,
favorite
this
thing.
is my day.
Yeah,
This
like,
is Sam's day.
Yeah,
Mm.
I would get barbecue chicken and rice pilaf.
I feel like you could do better than that.
I
Barbecue
agreed.
chicken?
In retro, that's not what I would get now. Right now, I would get like
Filet.
yeah, I guess like a steak.
I would do a steak. I would do like my
Yeah.
dad. I told you guys this, and you were like, "Oh, that's not good." Chimichurri steak. Remember, you made fun of. You were like, "Your dad."
I wasn't saying
Yeah,
it. It was
that's
just
not
you.
good.
It was preceded by
dad.
you saying
that's-
you had never had Indian food.
Oh, that is not have to do with Indian food, does it?
You've never had Indian food, Lauren? I can't believe you've never
Blah
had
blah
Indian
blah.
food.
I just thought of another time when my sister was saying she was gonna throw up and no one believed her, and then she did it. My aunt Sarah, lovely woman, was big on smoothies in the morning.
Yeah.
You had to finish your smoothie, and
What?
then we can go have our day.
That's not like a punishment at all.
No, it wasn't a punishment at all. It was just
Yeah.
like, this is good for you. Everyone have their smoothie before we go to like Universal or something.
Yeah.
And my sister was like, I don't like bananas. And she was like, it's fine, dude. Like you're not going to be able to even taste it. She goes, I will throw up if I drink this. And my aunt Sarah was like, no, you're not. You're being a brat. And she drank
It was an insult at the time.
a brat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big, that was like the worst thing.
Done a
you could be called.
180.
Yeah. And she took one sip and threw it up.
That it feels like she had like an involuntary, like it was always what she had to like prove a point.
I think she was just picky. And yeah. But the
Respect
banana's a
that.
weird place to draw a line in the sand.
Yeah, bananas are pretty good, unless they're too mushy.
Yeah. I like when you're there's like there's a bunch of bananas that could be like a science experiment, and you go to throw them out and your mom's like, I'm making banana bread with those, and you're
Yeah.
like, no.
Banana bread's gas though.
I know, but I don't like that the bananas have to be like rotten before
do
you
they
can make
have to be rotten?
I think it's a lot easier.
Not rotten,
They have to be
They're, like,
black.
mushy.
no, but do they have like? Is that just like you can make it?
No,
with
they
that?
should be.
They
If
should
they're
be.
green, like that's not going to taste good.
Ugh.
I always thought it was just like it was your mom coming up with a way to not waste food.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe like
Yeah.
you could do it with normal bananas, but they were just like, well, it was like a resourceful.
Like she wouldn't make banana bread unless
correct,
those were there.
dude. What was up with pumpkins growing up? Gross.
What?
Wait, what?
Like when you had to like when you got like a pumpkin for Halloween, you had to like clean the inside out.
Yeah,
And
it was
eat
like,
the
why are we
seeds?
making this chore for ourselves?
Like who?
My mom used to fry the pumpkin seeds.
Yum, delicious.
All that shit is so gross. Everything pumpkin related freaks me out.
It just it always felt to me like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, like that's not something like that's like a root or like something I don't want to like eat or like a
Yeah, it was a thing that I think our parents just did growing up, where they were like, I guess we have to gut all these pumpkins.
No, guys, it's to celebrate.
you like gutting a pumpkin.
October and
You like
Halloween.
touching that shit.
No, I don't. But it's like the reward after you get to eat the pumpkin seeds because you bake them
Yeah,
and
but
they're all
they're not good.
salty. They're
No, they were
so good.
They're really good. You bake them.
Yeah.
I didn't like them.
Well, you probably weren't making them correctly.
I wasn't making them ever. My sister probably was.
You know what we should do now that we have all this freedom with our new podcast?
Should we
Yep.
do it outside?
Well, that, or we should do a baking show or a cooking show.
Yeah, I'm down, dude. I honestly I like this
Or we can
so
gut
far.
we can
I like
gut
this more
pumpkins.
than the studio.
Yeah, the vibes are good.
Yeah,
it feels
except
like
I don't want to be all the way over here.
Well, yeah, we can work
Or I
that
can
out.
get a better chair.
Yeah, we can get you a better chair.
But it's
I could call Edge.
I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Should I build I have a new Orient Express Lego.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I'm most excited about, and I'm trying to decide if I should wait until Saturday so that I can like truly feel like I don't have anything to do, or if I should just sneak it in today.
Well, you couldn't do it today because we have work.
Yeah, that's true.
So
And we are booked up.
we are booked up. I'm booked the F up right now. The Survivor started.
Okay.
And there's this awesome scene in the first episode where like this one guy just starts having a breakdown and he's like, when I cracked my coconut, nobody paid attention. And when John cracked his coconut, everyone cheered.
How old is it?
Funny, but also cracking your coconut sounds like a euphemism.
Yeah. Like you got a new girlfriend. You're like, finally cracked the coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, or yeah, I guess I was thinking of like a jerking off.
Oh.
No,
No?
I don't think that would be.
Cracking your coconut?
I guess. I feel like
what happens when you crack coconut? Like milk
I feel
comes
like you
out?
could make
Oh.
any saying that if you wanted to.
All right, brothers, I'm going to go crack the coconut.
Yeah, well, that's just in the context of that scene is funny. It was like, I cracked my coconut and no one cared. And John cracked his coconut and everyone cheered.
I'm not gonna name names, but a mutual friend of the three of ours did something similar to like announcing that he's gonna go crack his coconut, and I still haven't asked him if he was joking. We were sitting around, and his girlfriend was there, and there was like we were all on his couch, and he just goes, "All right, I'm gonna go jerk off in the shower," and then got in the shower and took a shower, and now I'm trying to figure out if he was trying to be funny or if he was just calling a shot. I don't want to tell you.
Can-
Right.
Okay.
Now you have to mouth it to me. What?
Crandall sucks.
Okay.
Crandall sucks. No,
Oh.
I doubt.
He was probably trying to be
I
funny.
think he was probably trying to be funny.
He said it completely seriously.
Oh, is this keeping you
Sorry,
up
no,
at
I'm
night?
trying to picture it. Just give me one
Him
second.
jerking off in the shower or him saying it? Picture us sitting on his couch and then him going, "All right, I'm gonna go jerk off in the shower."
Nah,
and
he
then
was
got in
prank-
the shower.
He was pranking.
Yeah.
He was pranking. Oh,
Should we roadmap it up?
we went to the, we
Not
went to the
yet.
best coffee shop in all of LA today.
Oh yeah. I don't like this guy. I haven't met him yet, but I don't like how he's calling his shot.
Number one barista.
You can't call yourself the number one barista in California.
No, someone else said that.
He's not
Oh,
calling
about
someone
it.
that worked there, or
Someone that was a patron told
he
Jerry.
turned around and was like, "This guy's the fucking best."
No, Jerry was like, "What's the deal with this place?" And the guys, "Oh, this guy's the best barista in all of LA."
Is there like a Max Preps ranking?
Yeah, he's a blue chip. But
He's committed to Duke.
he
for
tells you where
barista.
your coffee's from. So mine's from Nicaragua today. And I said, I hope it's fair trade or you're going to have some blood
It's not.
on my hands.
If it's not from here, someone didn't get paid enough to make it.
Not if it's fair trade.
But who's
That's what
there? Oh, there are just like a handful of people there that are getting paid like living wages.
Well, I think there's like a certification process for like certain roasteries that like if they choose to meet, then they're marked as fair trade. I think that's what that means, right?
I have no idea.
Whenever I hear fair trade and it's from like Rwanda or somewhere like that, it's like
I don't think.
fair trade over there just means they're not facing death on like a daily basis.
Well, fair trade, I think is like I think that's like a company or like a certification.
Yeah, of course, but like they're not making like $15 an hour.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, people in the U.S. That's not even minimum wage here.
In California, I think it's 20.
Oh, in California it is, but like in South Carolina, it's $7.25.
Is that real?
Yeah.
I think in Maine it's 20 as well.
Well, yeah. A lot of like the southern states don't even have state ones, and the federal one is $7.25.
How do they live?
I mean, a lot. It's not that many places actually pay $7.25, but there are some people who just literally can't afford to live. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
You have to have two jobs.
My dad just hired one of my high school friends,
Oh yeah.
and it was off of my, like he called me. He's like, what's this guy all about? Because he knew him from when we were like,
he's like a welder, right?
yeah. So he's a welder, but my dad I think wants him to maybe move into like he thinks that he has the tools to in a couple years, I guess, move into the office or something, which a lot of these guys like don't want to do. They just want to weld.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And now I feel so much pressure because I was like, oh, he's the best. He's the greatest guy ever. He's like the hardest worker. And I'm like, what if he just did? What if? I mean, because
I
I've also
think you got to put yourself out there for your boy.
100%. But the only time we've ever worked together, we were like the two biggest fuck ups at the place. I worked at a.
Wait, you didn't weld, did you?
No. I worked in that shop, but you need like a certificate or something. I could only punch holes. So I worked a machine.
You were a professional hole punch?
I wasn't pro, but
I didn't go.
I was an amateur
hole punch.
Basically, they would hand me these giant bars of steel on like a crane, and I would put it under this machine with a pedal, and you put in like whatever peg they need, and you line it up with the dot, and then you press it. And on my first day, Jeff, who's the foreman, was like, "All right, there's only one thing you need to know about this. Do not get your finger caught in it, because the only way it can go back up is if it goes all the way down. So if you get your finger cut in it, you would have to go all the way down to go through your finger and then do it." And on the first day, me and my sister's boyfriend worked there at the same time, and we were like joking around or whatever. And I'm wearing these big gloves. And thank God they're a couple of sizes too big, but I just got my glove stuck in it. And but it missed my finger by like a lot. And so I looked at Cam and I was like, all right, I gotta go all the way down. And it just punched a hole in the glove. And then I'm asking Jeff a question about like how to do something, and there's like clearly like the exact size hole of the thing that I'm punching. And he was like, did you punch through your glove? And I was like, yeah, we got distracted.
Scary.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
They started letting us operate the crane too. And like these like steel beams like the length of this room.
Jesus.
Like way too big. And you're supposed to like have it high enough that like anyone can see it.
Yeah.
But it was just easier if you kind of did it at like ankle height, because then it can't like sway that much, whatever. And you can like kind of keep your hand on it. And I just took a guy's feet out from under him. And yeah, they stopped letting me use the crane.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get behind so much heavy machinery? Was this in high school?
This was between my senior year of high school and my freshman year of college.
Oh man.
My dad didn't think that we were very hard nosed, so he was like, "You're doing a summer in the shop."
Well, it clearly worked.
Yeah, I have a pretty blue collar job now.
No.
But I got out of it by my girlfriend at the time got mono, and I made her give me mono, so I couldn't work. And my dad knew exactly what happened.
I'm surprised you weren't fired after that debacle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were like, "What are you gonna do?"
Kill someone?
Yeah. What's the worst that happened?
Yeah.
That summer, like everyone. Did you guys have one where everyone got mono like at the same time?
No, I've never had it.
I've never had mono.
So my girlfriend got it, and then my best friend got it at the same time, and we were like,
sketchy.
There's no way they were hooking up, but like, because it was like the.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It was my friend who was terrified of women, so it was like.
Yeah.
Okay, it's clearly a coincidence, but they were the only two people in town that got it, and then I got it after. And a lot of
with your friend?
A lot of questions. Well, I got it from my girlfriend at the time. I would go over to her house.
How do you know you didn't get it from the guy who's scared of girls?
I could have. All of us were sharing everything, so it could have been anyone.
Your bodies.
But I went to the hospital, and I made the guy was like, "Yeah, you probably shouldn't work for like 2 weeks." And then I told my dad it was the rest of the summer.
You went to the hospital for it?
What?
You went to the hospital for it?
You have to go to like get the test, whatever. And because I think your appendix or something can like burst.
If it's really bad, it could turn into stereo. If you don't go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, I'm on fire.
Well, the reason I knew I had it, we were at Sketchy Phil's lake house, and I fell asleep on the dock, and I woke up 24 hours later. And I was,
oh my God!
Yeah, I fully passed out, and then I was like, I'm sleepier than usual.
24 hours nap sounds awesome.
Nobody came and checked on you?
They were just like, he's having a killer afternoon, and then I slept.
They were like, he's maybe dead. I think hour 20, I'm like, he might be dead. Even if like I feel a pulse, I'm like, 20 hours in, you wake him up, right?
That's insane.
We
you were on like a wooden dock outdoors.
I was like in like one of the like chairs. Yeah, I was on one of these guys.
Yeah,
in a like kind of reclined beach chair.
Got it. Like maybe like sort of in this. Well, this one's got like a sort of a
tropical vibe, the cabana vibe. Oh, Asian vibe.
That's
yeah. Third time's the charm.
Yeah,
I would always fall asleep in like the Like if we were day drinking, I would just like fall asleep in like a strange position. My friend Harper's mom took a picture of me one time.
Fun.
It looks like, you know, when like Peter, like someone dies in Family Guy and they like their limbs are all out like that.
Yeah.
I was kind of in that position and I was getting really fried on one side, like sunburnt. And she came out and put sunscreen on me and then rolled me to the other side. So I got like an even tan.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's sweet of her.
Yeah, she's a lovely lady.
We should get her on the pod.
Yeah,
We
Mrs.
should
Grant.
start getting parents on here.
We should get more parents on this pod.
Have we ever had a parent?
Yeah, we just had one. Creed was a parent.
Oh, wait, true.
Is a parent.
That already came out.
Yeah, Creed already came out from The Office.
Their dad sent me a really
Creed's dad?
no the family we were just talking about.
I'm much of. Dude, I was playing Among Us last night.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we all downloaded it and we're just like sitting on the couch playing Among Us.
We used to go and just
an
make
hour. It was
just,
awesome.
Going in the queue. We'd find like the youngest kid in the Among Us lobby and just accuse him of being the imposter every time. And they get so mad.
Yeah, we when you have three of us in the same room in a game, you have like a lot of power that like the other people don't really know about. So we were making some reckless decisions. But I did win as the imposter, which I was pretty proud of.
How do you target the youngest person?
Yeah, how do you figure out their age?
There was like proximity
you were
chat.
using like voice stuff?
It was like if you played on the Xbox, they could be like, no.
Aw.
That's awesome.
Like I saw Ryan venting, and he's like, no, you were the one doing it.
We used to make our names like Charlie D'Amelio
Oh,
just to
funny.
like make people think we were Charlie D'Amelio.
There you go. How'd that work out?
Really good. I made a lot of money off of it. I'm rich
Oh.
from being it. What's she up to? Is she still like around?
Yeah.
Well, her and Dixie made some brand together. I feel like that's what they got to do when they're falling off. You just like make a clothing brand or something.
Is it working?
I don't know.
Oh, are they New Balance? No, that was
I don't
right
think
before them, right?
Did they start New Balance?
I don't know.
No, what do they say? What is their company?
I don't know.
I want to buy some shit.
We can't.
Dude.
This is the episode of like no research.
Dude,
or
we got
no-
this. We got the best book of all time as our coffee table book. Jerry brought this. It's
I
called
love it.
Body Slams: In Your Face Insults from the World of Pro Wrestling.
That's
If
weird.
I
Read
could-
a couple.
If I could read you a body slam or two.
Let's hear it. Where'd he get it?
We have two things on our coffee table: this and a Playboy from 1950.
I still haven't gotten rid of my nudie mags. I need to figure out a place to dispose of those.
I could take them off your hands. Okay. If brains were chocolate, Al Snow's wouldn't fit an M&M. I mean, that's pretty good.
Oh, you know what we were talking about jabroni last episode?
yeah.
That's a The Rock started jabroni. It's like a
someone
wrestling
commented
insult.
that, right?
Yeah.
What was that again?
Where was this?
Why am I
There's a really good one.
We were talking about calling people jabronis.
Oh, because someone wrote it and said that, right?
He makes coffee nervous. The, the only time Vader sees 90210 is when he gets on the scale.
Nice.
That guy eats off of satellite dishes. He hits you so hard you wake up and your clothes are out of style.
That's something my dad would say.
I mean, this is awesome.
Got hit so hard, my clothes were out of style when I woke up. Were your parents ever like? Did they ever tell you like fighting stories?
No.
No.
Yeah, neither.
Wait, why?
Professional. Oh.
I just feel like every dad, if you like get a couple beers in him, wants to tell you about like how tough their crew was back in the day.
I don't think my dad had a tough crew, or at least I don't know about this story.
My dad used to, him and his cousin Bobby and Twommy would go up to Maine every summer, and they used to do some of the most, like, they have these stories that just sound insane, but they had there was like a mini golf course right by their house. Have I told this story?
I know the mini golf course. No, but I haven't heard the story.
Not Pirates Cove. Like, this was like it's like now a convenience store. It's like,
Okay.
it doesn't exist
How
anymore.
small was this mini?
Yeah, I don't know. They always like the mini golf is where like Moby Dick's used to be or something, which is just like a variety store. Anyway, there was a mini golf course, and I guess there was a hole where like the ball would like go in. You know those things where it, like go in some box and then like come out on the other side.
Mhm.
I guess they could fit in the box. And so they would go in there and bring balls, and then someone's ball would come in, and they would change it out with a different color. So a ball would go in one color and come out a different color, and they would just snatch the balls, and then people would stick their clubs up there and start like whacking them
pull
and
the
shit.
club.
Yeah, they grab the club. Kind of sounded very fun.
That's hilarious.
And then I think there's just my god, the seagull. This one they decided they wanted to catch a. I don't know if I don't think I've told this,
No.
but they decided they wanted to catch a seagull, and so they like put some they created like a big thing out of string with they ran it through like a loop at the end kind of thing, and put some like bread in there, and the plan was to like pull it tight when the seagull came down and try to grab it by the leg. And like my dad describes it, he's like, yeah, like we had this whole plan, but like obviously no one ever thought it was gonna work, and then it immediately worked. And so they have a seagull on a ball of string that's now trying to fly away, and they have it like a kite.
Yeah.
And they had to like reel it in as far as they could and cut it, but it was kind of fucked up, honestly.
We did that with a hornet once. There was a big hornet that made its way into the. Have you ever told about the Jack Shack?
Yes,
Little,
yeah.
It's like in my backyard, we used to hang out in this little shack called the Jack Shack.
Yeah.
And there was a hornet that made its
Crack
way
your
into the
coconut.
loft. What'd you say?
Sounds like a place you'd crack your coconut.
Yeah, I was cracking my coconut left and right in there. And we found there was this hornet, so we put Bigo, one of my buddies, in all this like swimming gear so that he couldn't get stung. And we sent him up there with a mason jar to like catch it. And he got it, and then we were like, okay, what do we do with it now? And my friend was like, if you put them in the freezer, they go to sleep. No, you put it in the freezer just for a little bit they go to sleep
forever.
They go to sleep for like 5 minutes, and you have 5 minutes to tie a string around its thorax, and then you have a bee on a leash.
It's what?
It's thorax.
What is that?
I think it's
yeah.
It's in between the.
It's kind of like their abdomen, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Sort of?
It's that little thin part between the hump on the back in their body.
Okay.
So you tie a string around it, and then you have a bee on the leash. And my dad walked in on us tying a string around a hornet in the kitchen. And he was like, what are you guys doing? We're like, we're putting this bee on a leash. And he was like, okay, all right. And so we went outside, and what we didn't realize is that like the bee can't get away, but it can just come right back at you.
Yeah.
And so the second it woke up, we had a bee on a leash for like 5 seconds, but then it realized who is its master, and it just turned around and started stinging him. And then we let it go, and so now there's some bee out there with like a really long string on it.
Maybe you'll meet up with the seagull with a string.
Yeah,
they're in the same 15-minute area.
Yeah.
So what did the timing look like for when he woke back up? Like, did you have to like quickly get
The
outside?
bee?
Yeah.
No, you have it on the string. We put it on a
Yeah.
Domino's box, and we had the string on it, and then we just sat there. It was a waiting game. And so you sat there and you wait for it to like kind of wake up and get its facilities back.
That's
and
very strange that you can freeze it and it just puts it to sleep.
Yep.
That's
Because I don't think that would work for us.
No, I mean it would. Yeah, you could get a guy to go to sleep. It brings its core temperature down enough for it to go to sleep.
someone like wheeled your bed into like a walk-in freezer.
You wake up with a rope around your waist.
Yeah.
There's some giant bee with you on a string.
Giant bee.
Yeah.
Or a regular sized hornet with me on a string.
Oh my god.
How are you holding on to me?
Oh, that should be a horror movie.
Hornet.
Well,
Should be
don't
a hornet
spoil.
movie.
That's
That's one of my horror movies. It doesn't exist.
Are you doing that today?
No.
Oh,
You don't even know what we're doing today.
I don't. You guys don't tell me anything these days.
I know. It's just we don't want to overwhelm you.
No, I know. Thank you.
We don't want to overwhelm you. What else is going on?
Well, are you really comfortable because we're in your house?
Yeah, I feel great right now. I'm a little hungry.
So am I. I didn't eat anything.
I didn't eat breakfast, so that's
I think I'm gonna try that water fast again. You remember when I did that?
what was it? Just like you didn't eat for a day or something?
I didn't. I think I made it 2.5 days.
Without eating?
Yeah, just water.
It sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Who was it? That guy that didn't eat? That actor that didn't eat for like 60 days?
Christian Bale.
No.
David
Oh,
Blaine.
Some guy didn't eat for so long,
It
and
was
then
a really skinny Pete Davidson.
no, but he like gained all the weight back. I don't know.
the I don't know.
It's not even worth it.
No. We're not going to move on until we.
I've gotten over my having to snack when I'm high now. I can get
Oh.
high without snacking.
It's a
which
big
is
development.
Big for me. All right, should we road map it? I don't know why we feel like awkward around each other right now.
No, it's not awkward.
I feel like Lauren's making me a little uncomfortable.
Wait, why?
Yeah,
No,
you're
just
kind of
your aura today.
Yeah, your vibe's off.
I'm kidding. I'm
What?
joking. I'm
I
fucking
feel
with you,
great
bro.
today. My family's flying in tonight, and I'm going to Santa Barbara tomorrow for a wedding.
Oh, congratulations.
Not mine.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting married.
That'll be fun though.
I was Lauren was
excited.
texting me the other day, and I was pretty drunk, and
Oh, great. On alcohol?
yeah, I was high on alcohol, and Lauren and Troy were going to a wedding,
Oh yeah.
and he had to go shopping, and for some reason I felt like he needed to just go. I was like mad he wouldn't just go to my closet and take my clothes.
Wait, yeah, we didn't even acknowledge that.
And I was just like kind of berating her to just take him to my house and go shopping.
What were you going to give him?
I wanted him to wear these green linen. She wanted him to in linen. So I was like, go to my closet. I have a linen outfit that he could wear.
Were you not at home?
No, I was in Detroit.
He's like, just go to my house.
Go to my house.
Get my green linen.
My green linen pants.
Yeah.
There's a white linen shirt.
Yeah, because I sent him a photo of stuff he was trying on, and he goes, he's way too attractive for the standard look. I go,
Yeah,
okay.
my clothes.
He was going.
Yeah.
He was going dark. He was going dark khakis in a blue shirt.
He didn't end up buying that shirt.
Yeah.
He bought a lighter shirt. It looks good. He had a good fit.
We want to take a second to let you know about our new sponsor, Everyman Jack.
I've got my Everyman Jack Iron Man. I got the Marvel collection. I got the Iron Man body wash. And I've been wearing it all weekend. And oh my God, do I feel good and do I smell good. I had people flock to me on the Venice Boardwalk asking for a whiff of my Iron Man. And I'll tell you, that's a good feeling. Everyman Jack is the OG men's care brand. Body wash, shampoo, deodorant, skincare, beard care. They have everything you need to get fresh and not terrify women. All of their products have naturally derived ingredients with no harsh chemicals. Also, they smell great. All of their scents are outdoor inspired. They've got signature ones like cedarwood and sandalwood, plus new ones like Pacific cypress and coconut and vanilla. Now I can pretend to be outdoorsy even if I never leave my couch. I'm literally on my couch right now. But the best part is how affordable they are. There is no need to spend over $10 for body wash and deodorant when you can get something incredible for less than that with Everyman Jack.
I've said it before and I've said it again. I have been an Everyman Jack guy since I was a kid. Other brands used to give me like a rash under my armpits because there's aluminum and other not nasty stuff in there. My mom put me on Everyman Jack and I have not looked back. I also just got the like Harry Potter collection of body washes. There's 4 of them. And let me tell you, as a Potter fan, it's making my shower routine a little bit more fun. Guys, give Everyman Jack a shot today and go to everymanjack.com and use code PLAYDATE at checkout for 25% off your first order. That's everymanjack.com, code PLAYDATE at checkout for 25% off your first order. Let's get back into the episode. I found this thing that my friend's dad sent me. He missed my birthday.
Yeah.
So he sent me like an apology thing. And, you know, you can like become a Bitmoji. Or you can become an emoji. He became a poop emoji, and he sent me this.
Holy shit! I missed someone's birthday who's a favorite of mine. Whoa! Hope I'm not in trouble. Happy birthday to Jack. That's it, man. That's all you get. Shit, man, I'm sorry. Sorry I'm being such a shit. Happy birthday!
Oh my God.
That is
He
perfect.
just sent that?
No. He said it like a couple days later, but I was just it popped up on my like
Yeah,
regular.
he sends it now.
Yeah, I was like, bro, it's not even close.
Months later.
Dude, I got in some steamy hot water
Ooh,
with
the hot tub.
No, my friend Carolina, who you know,
Of course.
It was her birthday on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I texted her. I went to text her at 7 a.m. Saturday. So, admittedly, I was late. I missed her birthday. I realized it. I was like, oh shit. Went to text her 7 a.m. Saturday. She texted me at 12:15 on like 15 minutes after her birthday ended and said dead to me. And so when I went to text her happy birthday 7 hours late, there was already a text that dead to me. So then it made it look like I was just responding because she had sent it.
How's she doing?
And she's mad at me, so I don't even know.
How old she turn?
24.
Jesus.
I know. They get so old so quick.
Yeah. They do. They grow up fast.
They grow up fast.
I love her.
Lauren's almost 27? 30?
No.
I think you were 30. You look 30. That's why I thought. No, I just, okay, I'm
Don't
like,
say
you're
that.
mature.
Not
You're
that that's bad. 30-year-olds are beautiful. But
yeah,
I'm
whoa,
not
big
30.
shot at Binder there, coming after 30-year-olds.
How old is Binder? 30?
No, Binder's 26.
Just like, it's like
She just turned 26.
taking a lot of.
My-
I saw
or
Binder
25.
last night
Oh, nice.
on Main Street. She was out and about. I was doing trivia.
Yeah.
We got 4th place. Guess who gets a prize? The top 3. 4th place.
Have you ever won?
Fuck. No.
What are the prizes?
I think you just get kombucha.
Oh,
But I mean,
Sounds like a punishment. I hate kombucha.
I like.
I love that booch.
The birthday thing reminds me. My first week at Friday Beers, it was Edge's birthday, and Liam texted me that Edge was turning 50, and and I responded to him like, "Damn, that's crazy. Is he actually 50? Like that's wild." And Liam took a screenshot and sent it to Edge.
Oh my god.
And then Edge just like ripped me in the company group chat for thinking he was 50.
oh, that's funny.
hysterical.
We had a fun, Edge and I had a fun weekend together in Michigan.
Good.
Yeah, I was there for some of it. It was good.
We got twisted off the Devil's Reserve. We were handing out Devil's Reserve shots,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and people don't trust you to take your shot unless you take it with them. And so I had to take a bunch back to back to back, and I was feeling good. I was feeling
Great.
loose.
Big BC win.
Huge BC win, 3-1.
We're in this weird schedule of pre-recording, but hopefully we'll be 4-1 by the time
Yeah.
you listen to this.
Yeah, we just played Michigan State. Who do we have Saturday?
Western Kentucky.
WKU is going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, not feeling good. I think we're gonna win.
Yeah.
So
Should
I
we-
heard
Sorry.
our plan of turning Venice Beach Bar into the Key Bar was working last
oh my
Saturday.
god, Operation Turn Venice Beach Bar into the BC Bar is firing on
Is
all
the flag still up?
cylinders. Flag is still up.
Is it held up by the tape, or did they put?
masking tape?
That's
we gotta
awesome.
we gotta
I know,
bring
we gotta
zip ties.
reinforce it,
Yeah.
but we hung this flag up a month ago now, and they just let it up there. It's like a very focal point of the bar.
It makes it seem like the owner went there.
Yeah, and then yesterday on Saturday we had like 10 people that were like BC people, and that what I realized is like 10 people at a bar all rooting for one kind of obscure team that no one really has a
Makes
reason to
it that
dislike,
thing.
kind of turns the whole crowd. So everyone there just was kind of in on it, and everyone was
Aw.
like doing the chants with us
Yeah.
and stuff.
That's
It was
awesome.
rocking.
I posted a picture of Liam and I in Michigan jerseys at
Yeah,
the
it was
game,
fucked up.
and
I did not like that.
I've never received more hate.
Yeah.
I didn't realize people hated Michigan.
Well,
like
they're
that.
cheaters. They
Yeah.
cheated to a national championship.
It happens.
They got caught cheating and won a national championship that year.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I just feel bad for them. Like they have such a big asterisk next to their biggest achievement in the last 20 years.
at the
but-
bar,
Yeah.
Will and I were at in Ann Arbor. JJ McCarthy, who was the quarterback last year, gave them a jersey to hang up, and he wrote like "Stay Electric" or something that like hinted at that he came there and like partied. And I had never thought
That's
about
funny.
that those guys were able to. In my head, they weren't able to go to the bars because they were too big of.
I saw AJ
celebrities.
Dillon at the bars a few times in college.
Here we go. What was the BC bar scene like? Isn't Boston like ridiculously strict with fakes?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But like, once you're 21, the BC bar scene is horrible. It's 2 bars, and one it's just not good. And one like the main bar is this Bar of the Circle, which I bartended at, and I have a lot of love for the people who own that place. But the basement smells like farts. And it's like everyone knows it, but they have us in such a chokehold because it's like the only bar right by campus that you can like walk to. So it's just they're just like, yeah, the basement smells like farts, and guess what? You still gonna come here. Like they have like, you know what I mean? Which is like that's when you're in a bad spot, is when they know that they're gonna get you no matter what.
Yeah.
So they have no incentive to like keep up any standards.
Everyone on my plane yesterday was farting.
Everyone.
It was
That might take a plane down if everyone.
there were it changes the pressure.
Yeah, the air pressure.
There was constantly new smelling farts, so that's why I'm saying everyone, because it wasn't like one guy.
Yeah, you can
unless he had
tell.
eaten a bunch of different meals.
Yeah.
The woman next to me was wearing this like very flowy, long sundress,
Yeah.
and we hadn't talked the entire flight. And then when the plane landed, she tapped me on the shoulder and said like, "Hey, before I get up, can you just make sure there's nothing on the back of my dress?" And I was like, "Okay." And she stood up and did like a fashion show like twirl and was like spreading the dress, and I felt like I was just looking at her butt. And then I was like, it's looking good. And she said, awesome. Would you like a piece of gum? And I said, yes. And she put one in her hand. And then when she went to, there were the icebreaker like cube things.
Yeah.
Like 30 of them flew out, but they were already in my hand. And so I just kept it there being like, maybe she'll grab some of them back. And she didn't. And so I just took one and then put the rest in my pocket. Ooh. All right, should we roadmap it up? Oh, it's 11:11. Everyone make a wish.
Everyone make a wish. I'm wishing.
Something like a hot chick appears in the room.
It's
clear what you wished for.
Yeah, like
Scott's pants fly off.
I wish for. I actually
There already is a hot chick in the room.
Bang! Well done. All right, we have a fantastic. Oh wait, what
Right?
episode is it? 58.
You were trying to get us fired.
Yeah.
Is it 57?
57.
I wish for a good harvest. By the way,
Nice.
so that's for you,
Can't
Middle America.
share. You can't share.
Oh fuck! I wish for bad harvest. Oh, maybe that's a loophole.
Yeah.
You can tell them
Say
your
your wishes
wish
out
for the
loud.
opposite, and then say it out loud because then it won't come true, right?
Yeah. I think we just.
Because isn't that what they say? Is it
Yeah.
won't come?
Yeah.
Who's a
something like
famous
that.
57-year-old?
Oh, episode 57. No, number 57 is how we do it. Actually,
Athlete.
57. I'm about to pull one out that is going to send you guys into orbit. Chris Pronger.
What sport is that?
Why does that matter?
Well, I don't know. I looked up athletes that were at 57.
No, just
Chris
Chris
Pronger
Pronger number.
Oh.
He's not going to show up under athletes.
He is. Da, 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 da.
Chris
He
Pronger.
doesn't even have a number.
What? He's one of those guys that doesn't have a number?
No, he's 44.
It's like an Egyptian symbol.
44?
44.
Bullshit.
He's
You got to get
44.
one now.
Lewis Dawkins on JV football.
From Boy Genius?
No, from my high school.
Wait,
All right,
what?
we
From your high school? That's cheating.
we have a fantastic episode for you guys today. We are going to do your pitches followed by our pitches, and then we are going to do. Are we going to do This Guy Rocks?
If you guys want to, I mean,
Yeah.
We're going
we
to do
can
this guy.
still show them, and then I can put them up on the screen
Okay.
after.
We're going to do This Guy Rocks followed by Teach Me Something, and then Will and I are going to do game shows that don't exist and rules in our fantasy football leagues.
Yep.
Lauren, let's hear some pitches.
That was a great roadmap, wasn't it, boys?
All right.
Oh, my roommate Jerry just walked in.
Jerry's back from the gym.
Jerry's back from the gym. And he's looking like he just went to the gym, too.
All right. First
Moment.
pitch is from Maggie Kuiper.
Hi,
Good boy,
Maggie.
MK.
Maggie Kuiper says, "What's up, Lauren and the Troublemakers? What's the worst part about having a movie night with your friends / love interest?"
You can't decide what you want to watch. You can't. If it's the love interest, the trying to figure out when in the movie is an acceptable time to make a move.
You're great. You are so hard you can't move the blanket.
Okay, sure.
And then wait, I want to do one for the love interest too. For the love interest,
You're so hard. The blanket.
right snacks.
You're so hard. The blanket's not covering any of your body anymore.
Yeah, you have to put 2 pillows. You have to stack 2 pillows. It's like Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, that reminds me. The first time I ever went on when I was in like 8th grade, I was going to hang out with this girl, and I was scared I was going to get a boner, so I wore 2 pairs of spandex.
It's kind of awesome.
That's funny. All
Wait,
right.
no, not Jack and the. What's the one with the P?
Princess and the Pea?
Princess and the P. Like she stacks like 100
All the beds,
mattresses,
or yeah,
and you can
yeah.
still feel the P or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh, something like
Yeah.
that. Okay, well, Maggie says...
Wait, she like peed the bed? And...
No, like a PEA.
Oh.
Wait, no, I want to break this down. What is that? So what's the story of that? She's
Oh,
put
Princess and the
100
Pea?
bed mattresses on top of a P, and then she could still feel the P.
Why didn't she just take out
What's
the
the
mattress?
lesson?
with
I'm looking it up. It's about a princess who is tested to become the wife of a lonely prince. In the story, the prince travels the world. Okay, this is fake. Oh, here we go. The P symbolizes a
Reading, like,
sensitivity.
Princess and the Pea fanfic?
The P symbolizes a sensitivity to the needs of others. It represents the work that we have to do. Yeah, boring.
So yeah, for me it was like like you stack a bunch of pillows, but it's still my
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Still hard.
Maggie, the first thing you said, she says that's right. Picking a movie that all parties actually want to watch.
Yes.
Introducing Tinder for Movies. Each member at the movie night logs onto the app and then swipes right or left on movies until everyone matches on an agreed upon film. It's anonymous, so everyone can be honest without feeling shame about which movies they like or dislike. You can pre-select preferred genres, streaming platforms, etc. This app will work on everyone except Will, who has apparently never seen a movie in his life. P.S.
Hey, can you tell Maggie Kuiper to chill out?
Yeah.
That I have a fucking life and feelings.
Okay, wait.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She says, P.S. I met you guys last year at the University of Wisconsin when I was in the cheese curd eating contest with Rusty. You guys were
nice.
great. I love the pod.
Oh, I remember that.
That's great. I hate to burst Maggie's
Cheese
bubble.
curd eating contest with Rusty.
Were you there?
We were both there.
Yeah, but I'm more memorable.
It's not. Well,
Do you remember
it's
that guy
not true.
Hercules?
It's not true.
At
What?
the cheese curd eating contest, the Hercules guy?
The guy won?
Yeah.
Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still buds.
That guy rules.
What was his name? Tim Shea.
Yeah. I think I still follow him on Instagram. But
Yeah, he did junk removal all summer.
oh nice.
He was posting about it. Yeah.
But
I'd let him
this app already exists, unfortunately.
You'd let him what?
remove my junk.
Okay.
This app already exists, unfortunately, Maggie.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, there's a thing
What?
where you and another person log on, and you swipe until you both agree upon a movie, and then it says that's the movie you're watching.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Huh, I like
But
it.
Maggie, we love you.
And I have seen some movies, so I've seen Final Destination 3. So
Now I want to go watch one of those.
yeah, they're kind of fun.
I remember them being really cheesy, though.
Super cheesy.
Like,
but it's
horrible
kind of like
acting.
that's like why.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are.
yeah.
It's like a fun. It's
Yeah.
like fun to watch with like a group where everyone's like, ah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Margaret.
Thanks, Margaret.
All right. Next pitch is from Parker Gonnet. Paka says, "Hi, Lolo, Wilco, and Rusty Toothbrush.
I like Wilco.
I'm down with
Jesus,
Rusty.
don't cry.
You know what the worst part of calling literally any company is?
Having to talk.
They a lot of times they are not great at English.
He says it is being put on hold. They're trying to get better by putting a callback option in, but it never works well.
Yep.
So my pitch is an app or something that connects with the phone call, or maybe the company uses it for their hold. But the app connects to your Spotify. If you use Apple Music, that's too bad. And you can play your own playlist, music, or Playdate pods while on hold. When they actually connect you to a person, the music stops just like regular hold music.
That's a great idea.
I love that.
I like it.
That is a great idea because it's like no one wants to listen to like.
And sometimes I'll just hang up because I'm like, oh, I'm sick of this.
Yes, agreed.
Right.
Agreed. That's
They-
genius.
I like it.
I like when it's clear they're just playing music like through the phone, like it's like static. Like
Yeah, that's the other thing. It never is like good audio.
my buddy Jackson has a voicemail. He went into GarageBand and made a beat, and it goes bong kong 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 kong. I'll call you back.
That's awesome. Hey, calm.
I feel like it should be good quality. I mean, like,
Yeah, what's
it's good quality when we call people. Why does it have to sound like shit?
I think it's a way of like keeping us docile, like for the government to like keep us like.
Hopefully, it doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be best of the answers.
I should make my own voicemail.
Don't pick up, Jackson. Don't pick up.
I feel like nobody answers these days.
I'll call you back.
He's clearly like 12 in it.
Wait, I
Yeah,
love
I was just
that.
calling you to show someone your voicemail. Thank you for not picking up.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
All right, later, brother.
That's funny.
That's gotta feel good.
He does sound
Yeah.
so young. That's cute.
But also,
I'll call you
even-
back.
Even the music sounds like super distorted.
Yeah.
Because he was holding his like iPhone 4 up to.
Okay,
We
yeah.
made this when we were in like fourth or fifth grade, I think, or sixth grade. All right, should we hear another? Oh no, that was the last pitch.
Yeah.
I
Two
have
pitches.
some- I have a pitch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is it?
I forget. Let me look at my.
Sometimes I think of great pitches and I need to write them down because they slip my brain like 10 seconds after I think of them.
Yeah, you should write them down.
I should, so I can participate.
You're gonna have to run the gauntlet if BC keeps this up.
Oh, yeah, that's
no.
true. He hasn't lost a game in ACC play yet.
So what was that other game that they lost? Was that just like a regular?
That was an SEC.
They lost to Mizzou,
Oh.
who was number 6.
I mean, they've only won one game in ACC play too, so it's pretty up in the air.
is
They look good.
WKU SEC?
No, they're Western Kentucky. They're not Power
Atlantic 10. Western Kentucky is not a Power 5?
No.
I thought they were like the shittiest team in the SEC.
Western Kentucky?
Like the red WKU.
Yeah.
I
thought they were in the SEC?
I thought they were like the worst team in the SEC. Or they like A10, Atlantic something?
They're like Mountain Conference.
Nice.
What? Okay. Oh, here's an idea. I call it the side view mirror.
It lets you see. It lets you know when you can merge into traffic.
Yeah, no. If you want to merge into traffic, no. Like you ever pull up at the light and you like go to look over at the person next to you, and then they're also looking at you, and then it's just like, you know what I mean? I feel like that always happens, especially like if I'm like playing music or feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm like, think I look cool. I'm like, maybe this is like, the love of my life. Like I'm gonna go see if she's like, wow, that guy looks cool, and then I make eye contact with like an old lady, and it's just weird.
Yeah.
So this side view mirror is a little mirror, right, bottom corner of your window thing. It's pointing out, and it just shows you what the person next to you looks like. So if they look really chill, you can start doing like chill stuff.
Nice.
But if they look like lame, then you can just let your freak out.
Yeah.
I've
always wondered why, because you feel cool when your windows are down and you're playing music.
Yeah.
But when someone else is doing it, it's clear it's not cool. Why do you think that we think it's cool?
I think music just makes the soul feel cool, and music and wind are both things that make you feel cool. And it's like
sometimes I get embarrassed, like when I pull up to a light and I have music playing really loud.
Yeah, I always turn it down.
I want to, same.
And then back up once I start driving.
Same.
Yeah. I was like, if you're going down Abbott Kinney.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm stuck in traffic. Like,
Yeah.
I was at a stoplight and I was playing my music, feeling good, and I looked over and the guy was laughing at me.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he's a loser.
No, I probably looked like a douchebag. I was listening to Future.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch from Pakistan, what up? I'm going to go on a road trip in a few weeks. I'm pretty excited.
Where are you going?
Flying to Charlotte. And I'm
Mm.
renting a car and I'm driving to Cincinnati.
Why?
I'm going to go see some friends along the way. Make a little event.
What's in Cincinnati, though?
My grandmother's burial, you fucking asshole.
It's every week, dude. It's every week.
Yeah, no, we have to do like her like, yeah, like.
Are you gonna give a speech?
No, I'm not planning to. Or I think I think afterwards we're doing like a luncheon thing where everyone's gonna like share stories.
Yeah,
so. But
this might be a horrible thing to say, but do you guys ever think about like how killer your speech is gonna be at like someone you love's funeral? You're like, I'm gonna knock this out.
No,
of the park.
I think about that.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah, I think about that too.
I've already got yours lined up.
But it feels like narcissistic to be like, I'm gonna make this moment about how killer my speech
but
is.
I think that's normal. Like everyone has had those thoughts.
Yeah. I think if you died in like a fiery explosion or something, I could give an awesome.
What is it? You wrote something down.
Oh yeah, one time I was really drunk and I kept telling Will at his funeral, I'm gonna say most people run away from life. Will Donnellan runs at it. And he was like, I was like, dude, I'm gonna say this at your funeral. He goes, I know.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I gave we already watched this, I think, but I gave in my public speaking class, I gave a fake funeral for a dog. Did I ever show you that?
No. It was a fake dog, or
it was a fake dog that I made up. You guys want to watch it?
Who's that, Scott?
No, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Should we have them come say hi?
Yeah. You want to come say hi?
Actually, I don't want to show this video, but I knocked it out of the park.
Now.
He's acting weird.
He ran away. Oh, there he is.
He's acting weird. Ayo. That's my roommate, Scott.
I love Scott now, but I was nervous.
Oh yeah, you were kind of talking shit last week.
Yeah, because I don't like how much of my Will time he's taking.
That's true.
Will clearly is very excited that he's around, and now Will has another guy in house, and I can't compete with a guy who's in house.
Yeah, he's in house. I got him in house. What were
He's
you
your
saying?
tie.
He's tied for the lead.
Yeah, I almost called him Ty actually when I got here. I was like mixing him up in my brains.
Don't call him.
Have you met Ty, Lauren?
Yeah.
Lovely.
I think
man.
I was a little drunk, but he was nice.
On alcohol?
Oh.
What is up with you guys?
All right, who wants to hear my pitch?
Me.
I do.
I feel like the hardest part about trying to eat healthier is
Wait,
like
you should frame this as it's a pitch. You gotta say, what's the hardest part?
okay. What's the hardest part about trying to eat healthier?
That it tastes worse.
You don't want to cook it. Like there's more.
That's
work.
actually the best
Yeah.
answer. It's the cooking thing. Yeah.
Produce goes bad quicker.
I just like don't know even know where to start. like I don't know what to make, don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like I don't have a lot of time. So I'm thinking this app you plug in like, okay, here are the activities that I'm doing today. Here's where I'm going to be. And it's like, okay, go to this place, order this at this place, make this at home. And it just like tells you what to do. So you don't have to like think about it. Why do you make that face?
This is your exact pitch from last episode.
Really?
Yeah, that you put in all the things you have to do for a day.
No, that was different. That was
That
like
was it. That was
errands.
for activities.
Yeah.
This is
It's just that, but
healthy meals.
it's the exact pitch you had last episode.
I thought about it on the way here. I kind of mailed it in. But
Oh,
I would like that though.
it knows where you're going to be.
Yeah,
And it
that would be
says
nice.
here are things that you can order. Also, like if you're trying to eat healthier but all your friends want to go somewhere, now you're looking at the menu and you're like trying to figure out what's healthy. It'll just be like these things on the menu will keep you on your diet or whatever.
yeah. I do relate, and that's why I've been I no free ads, but I've been using like a meal service.
Yeah. Well, don't you have a deal with them now?
No, I'm trying to get one.
That word. We went to this place called Zingerman's yesterday.
You went?
Have you
Yeah,
been?
I went on Friday.
Okay. I went to
It's
Zingerman's.
great. It takes an hour and a half to get your fucking sandwich.
It's insane because I don't want to speak for all of them. Our waitress, you know, when the waitress is trying to be like cool and funny and it's like a conversation every time they come to the table, that's all good and fun. But if you keep making mistakes, it becomes a lot less funny each time.
Yeah, I
right?
agree.
So like she just forgot to put in our orders, which seems like rule number 1 as a waitress. She forgot a bunch of drinks. And then in between each fuck up is telling us like her life story. And we were like, this would be fun if you were like knocking it out of the park service wise.
Yeah.
But it was like a whole thing each time. She wanted to have like a full conversation every time she came over, and it was pissing me off.
That's tough.
Did Skylar like the sides?
He didn't go.
Oh.
It was good.
I had a knocked out of the park sandwich there.
Fried chicken.
No, I got it was like a grilled chicken pesto sun-dried tomato mozzarella type
Where is
vibe.
this place?
It's in
Michigan.
Ann Arbor.
Oh.
It's like a legendary. But when I went on, it was on a Friday, and I ordered a sandwich, and they said it was going to take 95 minutes, and it did. So I just left and like went explored for an hour and a half
Oh my gosh.
until it was ready.
That's bizarre.
Yeah, I've never had anything like
So
that.
is it like a walk up and you order? Or you...
No, it's sit down.
Oh.
Or
I
did
think
you do the
I think it's
drive-thru?
probably different. Were you the one in Ann Arbor?
I don't think so.
I don't think I could.
Oh,
see
you
it.
were in Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay, like the original one, I think is in Ann Arbor, and that's like you walk in, you order at a counter, and then
She kept bringing us samples too
of sandwiches.
of food, and it was like, this is great, but I would love to just eat. We had to go to the airport after. It was like,
Yeah.
we don't want to do the whole shebang.
St.
Right now.
Costco, right?
Yeah, right.
Yep. At Costco, Jake.
Mm.
I saw a
Named
video
it.
of Big AJ, one of the Costco guys, in a Chick-fil-A. And
I hate that guy, dude.
it hadn't occurred to me that, like, they're yelling in every video.
Yeah.
They're just disturbing everyone else's lunch. These people were just eating at Chick-fil-A, and he's in the background being like, the grilled chicken sandwich gets a big boom.
Yeah.
Did you see him? Did you
Is
see
this
him?
the son? Is this the kid?
No, that was
The
the.
dad, I hate.
I
We
haven't
talked about
watched
this.
any of the videos.
But the Rizzler's cool. The other two gave me the weird vibes.
I saw a tweet about them that was like me and my wife. It was Big AJ, Big Justice, and the Rizzler.
Yeah.
And the Rizzler's holding a chicken bake and like going to town on it. And it said, me and my wife after giving our dog a new treat. All right, guys, quick shout out to our partner, Fireball. Fireball is the perfect shop for game day, whether you're grabbing some of those sneaky little shooters before going into the stadium or going big with the Fireball keg for your party, whether it's a pregame shot in the tailgate lot or a celebratory touchdown shot at the bar. No matter the method, Fireball is guaranteed to ignite your game day.
While so many things make football great, we can all agree that nothing beats crushing your rival. There's absolutely no better feeling as an athlete or a fan. This season, Fireball Whiskey wants to provide an extra spark to ignite football rivalries all season long. There is nothing I love more than taking a little Fireball shot after a Lewis Bond 50-yard dot to beat Michigan State. Lauren, I would be sweating because if you guys remember correctly, we made a bet with Lauren at the beginning of the season that if BC wins the ACC, Lauren has to run the full Playdate gauntlet And if BC does not win the ACC, we have to buy her a cake with her face on it. And Boston College football just keeps looking better every week. Beat Michigan State. By the time you listen to this, we'll have just beaten Western Kentucky, and we're going to cruise through the ACC. So I'd be sweating if I were you, and I will be taking a little fireball shot every time we win one of these big games. Fireball's iconic cinnamon flavor tastes fire and goes down easy, making it the ultimate crowd pleaser. Go pick up some from your local liquor store and join us in drinking Fireball during our game days this season. Let's get back into the episode.
All right, should we do This Guy Rocks?
Yeah.
I'll just show it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this restaurant in Maine. Will, you might have gone there. It's called Days Hearts or Dies Hearts or something. It's like a famous
Okay.
diner or whatever. We would stop there on the way to like golf tournaments and stuff, and it was awesome. And they're trying to film a commercial for it with their like regulars. So there's this elderly couple that comes in all the time, and they were like, who better to do the commercial than people that like genuinely love the food and they're in here all the time. And what they didn't realize is like people from Northern Maine, probably not the greatest actors, right? This might be their first time in showbiz. And the line that the guy is supposed to say, he's describing a chicken pot pie. He's supposed to say, baked in a buttery, flaky crust.
Okay.
Seems simple.
Yeah.
Seems simple enough. Let's watch him try and
maneuver.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Veteran.
let's watch him try and figure it out.
Baked on a buttery crust. It's close. Baked on a buttery flavored crust.
I love this video.
Baked in a buttery flavored crust. Crust. Yeah.
Baked in a buttery, flaky crust. Baked in a buttery, flaky crust.
Here we go. Baked on a buttery, crispy crust. Flaky. I left flaky out again. They should have had that Q pad up there. Baked on a buttery. Okay. Baked on a buttery, crispy crust.
Oh my god.
That close?
Jack, flaky.
I thought I said flaky. Okay. Baked on a buttery, flaky crust.
You should have had me do that.
Oh, yeah, she does that good. Baked on a buttery, crispy crust.
He keeps going back to crispy.
God damn it, crispy. Okay.
Jack.
Crispy. Flaky. Baked in a buttery,
You've got crispy and you just
So
hear off camera,
cute.
flaky.
I love them.
flaky crust. Did I screw up again?
Yes, yeah.
I did?
Big slot.
Baked in a buttery flavored.
Flaky.
Baked in a buttery, flaky crust.
Baked in a oops.
She can't even do it.
Baked in a buttery, crispy flake.
That is.
I love that
That's
video.
been a nightmare to
Like, and she
shoot.
goes, Dan, flaky.
It's great that when it finally gets her, she fucks up too.
Cute.
Baked
All right.
in a buttery, crispy flake.
Yeah.
This is, I believe, on 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes Australia.
Oh, they always have the best stuff because there's like horrible things happening over
Have
there.
you heard about foreign accent syndrome?
No.
This is all time.
Is that like what that musician had where he was pretending to be us?
Battery charger.
Buttery tire.
Sarah Colwell from Plymouth, in England, is a dead-set Pom, who now sounds like she's from Shanghai.
It wasn't until I was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital she actually said, "Are you
Turn it a
aware
little bit, Will.
of the way you're speaking?"
Turn it a little
And I said, "Oh, I sound like I have a slur." And she said, "No, you sound like you can work at a Chinese restaurant."
Cindy Hastings is fourth-generation Australian. She's never been to Europe, but you'd swear she was born there, such as her thick Eastern European accent.
Where do you think she is from?
I'd say probably Croatia or
Okay.
it's interesting that you perceive it that way because I'm actually Australian.
Oh, okay.
I'm born in Sydney and Australia all my life.
Oh, wow.
Another Englishwoman, Kay Russell, sounds like she's just flown in from Paris.
Kay, do the locals here in your village accept you as...
Anyway.
That's
Wait, so
crazy.
she's just faking all these
No, they
accents?
wake
No.
up and they just have it.
No, those are all different people that have all been, they like got in traumatic accidents. And when they woke up, they talk like they're from a different place.
Oh, okay.
There was that guy
Wow.
that
That first lady was English that was talking with an Asian accent.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There was that guy that got hit like by like a bus or something, and he was in a coma. And when he woke up, he spoke fluent Russian.
Really?
Whoa.
But like, I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't buy that
It's
at
like,
all.
that doesn't make
'cause
any
it-
sense.
Like that at least makes sense. Like you knew the accent.
Yeah. Yep. This guy claims that he woke up. Maybe he was in a Russian hospital or something. But there are guys that there's the guy that got hit. He got hit in like a mugging, and he woke up and he understood like triangularity. Like he like started seeing patterns in the universe, and he was like not good at math until he got hit in the head with this, and he like understood it.
I read about a guy who got hit by a bus, and then everyone didn't know about the Beatles.
Oh, I just watched that yesterday. How did you know about that?
You watched that? What?
I watched yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I hate that movie.
Oh, it's not. It's like it's a great story. They just
The Ed Sheeran part makes me so infuriated.
wait. Why? I like that.
It's like it's a fun premise, and then it's like the way he gets famous is that Ed Sheeran is just driving and hears him on the radio and is like, I'm gonna make that. Like there's no way. Like the Beatles are great, but like you hearing
I like
one
that your plot hole is Ed Sheeran wouldn't be listening to the radio, and not everyone would forget about the Beatles.
well, no, but obviously that's like an out there thing, but then the rest of it should be normal. Like that's like you get one big out there thing, and then the rest of it's like that movie would be interesting in the context of like how people would actually react if this one crazy thing happened. But then the way that he gets famous just being Ed Sheeran's driving along the road listening to the radio and is like, oh, this guy's amazing, I'm gonna sign him and make him famous, is like he's never done that with anyone.
What happened to the Biebs? With
No, he was like posting videos on YouTube and like and they were blowing up to like a big audience.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like they didn't even make it like plausible. Also, here's a question. Like the Beatles songs obviously the Beatles were like, you know, one of the best bands of all time, but like I don't even know if I would buy that, like hearing one of those songs on the radio today, I'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah, I think it's a context thing. You would
That's
need.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yesterday.
All right, should we do Teach Me Something?
Ladies and gentlemen,
teach
me
something.
You know it. You love it. Teach me something.
Did you know that in medieval times, there was a guy who it was not uncommon to use like random things for currency.
Yeah.
They would like, you know, barter in different ways. And one of the weirdest things that they would use were eels. Like if you could catch a bunch of eels. For this guy, a record survives showing someone once rented land for 26,275 eels.
Oh my! Do they have that many at the disposal, or was that like a futures contract?
He must have. He must have had some sort of tank with all of
eels
them.
to be named later.
Yeah, and
What do you even do with those? Why would you want those?
Play with them.
Yeah, you could play with them. You
Eat
could
them?
eat them.
Can you eat them?
I can't
give them to
You
local
probably could.
kids. You could use them for shock therapy.
Start a band.
Oh, here's a horrible thing. When I was at the asylum, they were showing us like all the different like therapy things they would do on these people, and they had pretty much no understanding of like what anything was. So when someone was having seizures, they thought they were like possessed or whatever.
Yeah.
Or just like insane. And they would put them in this bathtub with like stuff holding them down so they couldn't get out. And they would either make it ice cold or like scalding hot. And they thought that would fix them.
Which one would you rather?
Ice cold.
Ice cold, right? It's like that's like hot these days.
Yeah, it was like pre Joe Rogan though. It was pretty scary. So.
Yeah. No, it doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound fun.
All right, teach me something, Willie.
Dude, I was just reading about the Amazon River.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes of the year there are parts of the Amazon River that are 25 miles in width.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's insanity. That's like from here to
Brentwood?
Downtown. Further. Yeah.
That's further than downtown, probably. As the crow flies, probably further than downtown.
I'm curious.
That's insane.
Yeah, and it used to flow the opposite direction.
Oh.
And like the tectonic plates shifted and like the Andes Mountains formed, and it like was like zoop, and just like started going the other way.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Isn't that crazy? And there's fucking, you know, there's dolphins that live in the Amazon River.
I didn't.
Yeah, and sharks.
I don't believe that last one.
It's true.
There are freshwater sharks?
There are, yeah.
Or does the Amazon connect to the ocean?
It connects to the ocean.
So there's saltwater.
Well, that doesn't make it saltwater.
It's a hybrid.
Every river connects to the ocean. For the most part. like the Mississippi River.
What about the Androscoggin? You ever done the Androscoggin yet?
I don't know what that is. Who that is?
Oh, it's in Maine.
Oh.
And my dad had this friend named Snowboarding Rick, and
All right.
and we were supposed to go on a canoeing trip with him the day.
Doesn't sound like his area of expertise.
and yeah, Snowboarding Rick was like this local at this place called Mount Abrams, and we met him, and he was like, I think he's just kind of like a stoner guy, whatever. And my dad was like, yeah, you want to come on this canoe trip with me and my kids tomorrow? He's like, yeah, for sure. And I guess him and his buddies were shooting beer bottles off the canoe the night before with shotguns. So there were just like a lot, like hundreds of tiny little holes in it. And he had tried to duct tape them up, but him and my sister were in it. And every like 45 feet, they would have to beach it and dump all the water out and then get back in.
Jesus Christ.
And then my mom and I saw Snowboarding Rick like 10 years later. He's like,
He was skiing.
he was skiing, and he was like a completely, like he had gotten his act together.
Oh, good for him.
I think also maybe back in the day, my perception was like anyone who drinks and smokes is automatically like a bum. Like I think he was probably just like a normal like 30-year-old guy.
Yeah.
And
I remember finding out one of my teachers in middle school smoked cigarettes, and it was a big deal, and we were all gossiping about it.
Yeah, in your head, you're like, how do they have a job?
And then
It's
like
huge.
one of the other teachers like overheard us gossiping, and she like pulls me aside and was like, what he does is none of your fucking business. And I was like, that's actually true. Like it was kind of like it was yeah.
knowing your teachers have lives outside of school.
Terrifying.
We were at a bar. We were at Amigos. You know Amigos in the Old Port. It's like kind of like a reunion of like.
Oh, is that the place we went
in Portland? Surely, I always go there.
Surely.
And
yeah,
that was where I
think I have been there. Yeah.
That was where I got my lip split open. That thing I was telling you about.
Oh yeah.
But it's like a reunion of like everyone in the kind of Portland area during the holidays. So you see people you haven't seen in like forever. And I saw one of our favorite substitute teachers in there, and we were all like pretty drunk. And when we saw him, for some reason, it got like really sad. You know, when it was like, because the last time we saw him, we were like children.
Yeah.
And now it's like we're all drinking together.
Yeah.
And it was kind of strange. And it like looked like he maybe wasn't the happiest. And we were like, oh, that's like a real bummer that these guys are like, they have like real lives. And now we're like kind of doing, like I remember thinking like, that guy's the man. And now it's like, we're just doing the same thing together.
Yeah, it is weird to conceptualize. But yeah, I feel like I like moved away from my childhood, so I haven't like seen anyone as an adult. So they still like.
Do you guys go out with your parents' friends over the holidays?
No.
Or sorry, your friends' parents?
No.
Not really.
One of my like girlfriend's dads would come out with us every once in a while, and it was like, this is fun for the first like 15 minutes, and then I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of
Christmas
that vibe.
Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, like don't you have like presents to? Okay, sorry, I shouldn't spoil. Nothing. Forget I said anything.
Yeah.
All right, Lauren, you get to pick. Would you like Will and I to do game shows that don't exist first, or rules our fantasy football leagues have?
Let's do game shows.
All right, these are game shows that don't exist.
Damn right they are. All right, this one is called Fair Shot. Okay, contestants will compete in a variety of high-stakes carnival games. All right, I'm talking about, this is like the Super Bowl of pop a balloon, win a prize, toss a ring on the milk carton. And you're thinking like, whatever, I've been to fairs, people suck at them. This isn't like anyone can get in the Fair Shot. These are people that are really good at them. I want to see the best of the best at the basketball hoop that's rigged. I want to see the best of the best at the guy shooting a little gun at a little target. You know what I mean? I want to see the go to skee ball.
Yep.
I want to see the guy who can, you know what I want to see? A guy who can stop that light right on the thing. You know, the light that spins around?
I want to see the guy who can guess people's weight down to the ounce.
Down to the ounce. I want to see the guy that can ride a roller coaster without screaming or pissing. I mean, these mythical people.
Yeah.
Mythical people.
Yeah. I've never seen it.
It's true.
In my life.
I haven't either.
Have you guys seen Who's High?
No.
10 contestants, 5 of them are high. And they go through a series of challenges, right? So they're around a table, snacks come out. and then you got to watch like a funny video.
Yep.
And each round they have to vote out one person who they think is high. And the goal is to just act like you're not high. And if a high person wins, all the high people split $1 million.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's a high budget
That's
show.
a big,
I
high
want to
budget.
play.
Crosswalk. This is like a real life version of like you ever play like Crossy Road or something?
Yep.
Like, kind of like Frogger Evolution. So it's like a huge street, but it's combined with like a wipeout type stuff. So it's like you have to make your way across 6 lanes of traffic, but there's like these like big balls and cushions coming flying and stuff, and you got to know when to stop or go forward, or they'll hit you into a pool. And first one to make it across the street gets hot dogs for a year.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Like it.
I really like Wheel of Misfortune.
Mm-hmm.
So similar to Wheel of Fortune, there are dollar amounts on certain tiles, but half of them are really bad punishments, right? So you could get $1,000, or you could land on the atomic wedgie tile. You could.
And did Pat Sajak give it to you?
What?
Sorry, what? Or who does the atomic wedgie?
Mr. T.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
And there's a Wet Willy tile. There's a Shave Your Head tile. But like the dollar amounts are way higher, so that there's an incentive to actually play the show.
I like that a lot.
Thank you.
I would like the atomic wedgie one, but I would like it to be that whatever that lady's name is, Pat Sajak's wife. I want her to do it.
Who is that?
Vanna White. Vanna White, right? Anyone?
Yep.
Is it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Like a surgeon. Okay, there's in B-52 flying above us right now.
We're doing this from Pearl Harbor.
I'm surprised that's the first noise that we've had. I feel like it's been very quiet. And now we have a dog.
Well, no, Scott made a big ruckus earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is Like a Surgeon. Like a Surgeon is a game where there's 5 surgeons that come in to operate on a contestant. One of them is not medically qualified at all. And they begin conducting invasive surgery, and they have to try to figure out who the fake surgeon is before it goes horribly wrong.
I love that. I don't have a name for this one, but it's blind dating, right? So there's a player on one side of the wall, and then there are 3 lovely ladies or men on the other side of the wall.
Okay.
Here's the catch. One of them is a immediate family member of the person on the other side of the wall, but they're using a voice distorter so they can't tell. And you have to try and avoid dating your sister.
Oh, God. It sounds kind of horrible.
That sounds fucking horrible.
But
Can
it
you
would
ask,
be, it would be
are you my sister?
super entertaining.
No.
Shit. That is a
funny.
good show, though. Don't blow it. A bunch of people who have never, ever blown glass compete head to head for $1 million to see who can glass blow the best. And they're given all the materials. So this is like 1,000-degree furnaces.
Yep.
I mean, it is dangerous, but it's fun.
I love it. Key to my heart. A significant other of the contestant is locked in an escape room, and they have 60 seconds to get out of the escape room and save their significant other. And if they don't, they have a video recording of the contestant saying like a bunch of like horrible things so that the person who they're not saving will have no choice but to break up with them.
Oh,
Jeez.
man.
That's high stakes. I like that.
Yep, thank
I like
you.
that. Jack of all trades. Bunch of handymen compete in a variety of handy competitions. We're talking lumber working, woodworking.
I heard you're really good at handy competitions.
Dog. Do you mean like hand
I'm
job?
saying you like jack guys off.
Once.
You jerk a guy off one time, suddenly you're the handyman.
You fuck one goat. You heard that? What is that from? I don't know
fuck
what
one
it is.
goat?
It's like you build a house, they don't call you the house builder. You,
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
turn on the light, they don't call you the light turner on. But you fuck one goat. You're the goat fucker for the rest of your life.
Sorry, what did you get? The
What
handyman
else do they
competition?
do?
That's it. I don't care anymore.
I've got family fight.
Oh.
Steve Harvey still hosts.
Okay.
But in
Isn't
between,
that just what they call it in the rest or Always Sunny?
shit. Okay,
I think that's the name. They do like a riff off of Family Feud and Always Sunny. Sorry. Go
Okay, then I'm gonna do a different one. This one's called Assistant. You are contestants are hired as like high profile assistants, and they go through a series of obstacle courses while doing things that an assistant would do. So you're holding a tray of like scalding hot coffee while going through like a wipeout style thing. You have to open a bunch of letters without getting paper cuts, and you try not to get fired.
Is that just the Celebrity Apprentice?
Okay. We're going to switch to...
I don't know. I've actually never seen the show.
Okay, we're going to switch to rookies.
The punishment being you get fired, though, feels derivative.
Players who are professional athletes swap sports with another professional athlete, and we watch them compete at each other's sport.
That I would love to see. Okay. I would love to see LeBron in the NFL.
Me too.
I would love to see...
Are you sure that one doesn't already exist? Do I need to do another one?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm in my own house. I'm a little too comfortable for my own britches. Now we've got... All right. I got a question for you.
Yep.
We're both doing fantasy football. What are some... I know we both like to do like fun rules in our leagues. What are some of the fun rules your league is doing this year?
Well, in my league, if the announcer calls a white player scrappy, that player gets 5 points.
I like that. We do double points if you're watching the game.
Oh, nice.
Really rewards attentiveness. So also rewards having like an octo box going.
Yep.
But if you see the play happen involving your player, double the points.
We always do the team who scores the least amount of points that week has to take the winner out to a dinner worth the amount of points that their team scored. So if your team only puts up 85 points, you're taking the winner out to an $85 dinner.
That's nice. I like that. We do the thing where on our rosters, we have one spot for referees. So you pick one referee crew each week, and you start them, and the more flags that they call, the more points you get. And you get
awesome.
points for the yards too. And so the teams that are playing against the Chiefs, that's a ref crew to keep your eye on.
In my league, if one of your players makes another player smile, that's 5 points. That's 5 points. So it gives incentive to draft nice players.
Yeah, it's all about camaraderie. I like that. Kneeling is worth 10 points in my league. You want guys that win.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
We do the player who someone started that scores the least amount of points that week. That team owner has to run a mile for every point that player scored. So if your player only scores 3 points and he's the lowest scoring player, you have to run 3 miles.
Okay, I like that a lot. So it rewards having like maybe just starting one guy who's going to get 0. Like start a guy who's inactive.
No, then you would to get it out of the way.
Yeah, if you don't think you're having a good week. We do that. Each doink on a field goal multiplies the worth of the field goal. So if you're going to get 5 points for whatever field goal it was, double doink, that's 15, 20 actually, because it multiplies. Yeah.
We just do, this one's kind of simple. We just do whoever has the handsomest player that week gets 5 points.
Yeah. I will be drafting Jimmy G, to say the least.
Nice.
We also do the thing where we do a full CFL season of fantasy CFL football to determine the draft order.
Love it.
So it's like it's like double fantasy football.
Yeah, you're doing...
Actually, unironically, we do, or do you have another one?
No.
We do, in my league, we do March Madness to determine draft order, which is kind of
fun. Is that true?
Yeah.
Nice. That's fun.
Yeah.
All right. Those were...
Are you tweeting or something?
Mm-hmm.
Even take her out of the office. She's still tweeting during our podcast.
I am tweeting. No,
I'm kidding.
I did like those. I just don't know anything about whatever you're
What's your favorite part about football season, Lauren?
Probably all the guys in those like tight pants.
Yeah.
You see everyone's
Joe
focus.
Burrow.
Yeah. No,
Lauren, who's your celebrity crush?
Who's my celebrity crush?
Crunch.
I feel like I have so many. Maybe first guy I can think of is the guy from One Day. I don't know his name.
Yahoo?
Wait,
What?
we were just talking about Matisyahu. We were talking about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and someone said,
who was?
Me and Ty.
Oh, okay.
What's the terrorist group called? Or not the terrorist group. What's the thing that sounds like Matisyahu in like Israel? Or there's a guy named something like that. And
Netanyahu?
yeah, someone said Netanyahu, and Ty goes, The guy that sang just like a waving flag. Like, no, it's Matas Yahoo.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, he doesn't do like a waving flag.
Just
Someone
like
said
a
one of the
waving
actuals.
flag.
Does he?
They nailed the joke, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Matas Yahoo does you know that song One Day? Sometimes I lay under the moon. I thank God I am breathing.
One day.
One day.
Oh.
Yeah.
One day.
That was
Yeah.
the song.
One day.
All right. I think that's it, guys.
Whose personality are you saying?
Oh, right.
No, she never gave us a. What were you actually saying?
What?
The guy from One Day?
I'm not gonna be able to explain. It's just this guy. He's British, I think. I don't know his name.
The guy that plays Lyle in the Menendez show. That's everyone's new crush. He's hot as balls.
I feel like
You gotta
there's-
watch this
I feel like
Menendez
there's
thing
been so
today.
many
It's
like
awesome.
new white boys this year.
I know.
I think he's
All right,
Hispanic.
let's talk about it. White Boy of the Year for 2020.
Okay.
I wish Scott was here. Scott's not here, is he? He left.
Yeah.
Who's Scott?
Or-
Does Scott?
Scott is he keeps the tallies for White Boy of the
Oh,
Year.
that's funny.
Oh, nice.
He sent me one recently. I'll pull it up. But let me know what you're thinking.
White Boy of the Year.
My brain is actually blank. I can't think of.
Sam Bankman-Freud.
That's a crazy one. White Boy of the Year. Fuck.
I feel like-
we had such a good list going. There were a few that were just no brainers. I think like
Cody Ko.
McCaffrey is always up there.
Yeah, but he's
No.
not playing right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like Austin Reeves.
Yeah, he's always kind of up there.
What about like Post Malone with the
Who's the guy that's Barry Keoghan?
Barry Keoghan? Keoghan could be up there. Who are I'm trying to like. What's the big
I can't think
pop
of
culture moments?
any.
Oh, the Rizzler.
Yeah, the Rizzler's White Boy of the Year.
Well, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We got a lot.
He's White Boy of the Year. There's a White Man of the Year.
Okay. We had what else is going on this year?
Oh, a lot of people have been talking about Drew Starkey,
Oh,
the guy
who's that?
from
But they haven't put out a
Outer
season
Banks.
this
I
year,
know, but
have
he's
they?
just been all over TikTok. He's a hottie.
All right.
All right, I'll take it. Whose personality are you gonna steal, Will?
This weekend I am chilling like a villain, and I'm gonna play some of my new Goat Simulator game. So I am thinking LaDainian Tomlinson,
Nice.
the GOAT.
You've inspired me to get back into Flight Simulator, so I'm gonna channel my Captain Sully. Try
Love
and
that.
Land up 747 on the Hudson.
Oh yeah. Also, the Mets are gonna make the playoffs this week, so
Oh,
I
nice.
might steal Luis Angel Acuña's
All right.
personality.
I felt racist somehow.
Oh, sorry, my accent's on point.
Lauren,
I'm gonna take the princess from The Princess and the Pea's personality.
why?
I mean, she had a really tall bed.
When I was in college, my friend Dobbin moved it back into the dorms and needed to store her mattress somewhere. And I told her she could put it under my bed. But when I got to my new apartment, there was not enough room under the bed, so I just stacked them on top of each other the whole year.
Oh, that's funny.
And it was like 4.5 feet tall. If you brought someone over, you had to like lift them up onto your bed.
oh my god.
And she hadn't really been to my house for a couple months, and she came over and realized what I had done, and
That's pretty funny.
felt bad.
Wait, why did she need to store that?
Because she lived in a house, then the school made her move back on campus, and so she had this mattress, didn't know where to put it, and so I slept on a mega bed for myself.
Was there a pee at the bottom?
No.
You would have felt it.
That's a good Halloween costume this year, Princess and the Pea.
I
Is
will
it?
I will tell
I don't know.
you, there's nothing that kills the mood like telling the girl that you brought home that she has to get a running start to get into your bed.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I feel like that was like. Did you have those like freshman year dorm beds that were like up high?
Yeah.
that was like literally like you had to like
Yeah.
leap.
You
Or,
could
like,
adjust.
I remember like with
thong.
with like my freshman year girlfriend like hoist.
We had this we might have to cut this out, but I just want to tell you guys a story before I forget it. I was hooking up with this girl my freshman year, and we were in the lifted beds,
Yeah.
and she fell off the bed and like landed on her butt and
Ow.
tried to play it off like it didn't hurt, but then like after like 2 minutes was just like, I'm in so much pain, I have to go home. She fell like 6 feet directly under her tailbone and then had to walk home.
Oh, no.
And we saw each other walking onto campus and had a good laugh because she was like limping,
Yeah.
but we hadn't done anything, so it like looked like I had put in great work. But it was just because she fell out of my 6 foot bed.
Crazy.
Oh no.
Hey, by the way, I found the text from Scott with the AP leaderboard for the White Boy of the Year.
Okay, let's hear it.
This was as of August 17th. Glenn Powell,
Yep.
Peyton Pritchard,
Okay.
Shabuzi.
Oh, dude, role model. Role model's having a killer
Oh,
year.
Role
he
model.
is Tucker.
Went to my high school.
Oh, okay. I feel like you've said that.
I got JD Vance on here and Mando Duplantis. Sneaky. Remember that guy? Paul Skeens could be on there. All right. Well, we've had a great episode.
It's been real.
We love you guys. We will see you next Wednesday. Have a fantastic rest of your week and a great weekend.
Drive safe.